Hello, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Now you may remember, I made a video asking why there are very few French cars in the game. Now, I think Forza may have responded with a trio of these very cool Renault hot hatchbacks. This particular one is, I'd say, newish. Check it out. However, today, I'm going to be talking about Mercedes. All of the other German brands, BMW, Audi, even Volkswagen, they've had new cars recently, but Mercedes hasn't. Now you may say that the Forza's cover car is a Mercedes, but it is, but it's under the AMG brand, so it kind of doesn't really count. So let me show you the auto show and what Mercedes have on offer here. Now my main problem is, all these Mercedes are just old. I mean, the G-Wagon, for instance, that's 10 years old. These are, I know that some cars just can't be updated, like 300 SL, but still, a lot of these cars do need updating. Okay, so I'm going to start off strong by talking about this AMG Hammer. You may have seen this in the turbocharger vs supercharger video, and funnily enough, it is the newest Mercedes, discounting the AMG one. This is the newest Mercedes under the Mercedes brand. It's a very good car, but apparently I've heard a rumour that the estate version may be coming to Forza. Now that is just the perfect car for me. But what about all the other Mercedes? Are there going to be any older Mercedes, like those older E-Class estates, like the 230? I mean, in real life, it's a very good car. In fact, in Forza, I can even imagine it being a fantastic rally car. I mean, remember the Unimog? The Unimog's a great car, under the Mercedes brand. When it was released, everybody loved it. So maybe we could get something along those lines, like perhaps a newer Unimog? Not that this one's rubbish. I mean, perhaps we could get a new Unimog. I mean, in terms of off-roaders in general, we already have the best, the Mercedes AMG 6x6. That's a great off-roader, but the G-Wagon in the game, as I said, it's 10 years old. It needs an upgrade. In fact, here's the new G-Wagon. Great looking car. Or what about the M-Class? The perfect car for your parents. You can imagine this, it's sort of like the competitor to Range Rovers. It's a cool car. Oh, and better yet, that Brabus buggy. Now, I've come to Horizon 4 because there are more Mercedes here. So, what about something sportier like the SL65? That's got the V12. I'm not sure why this isn't in Forza Horizon 5. I suspect it'll be drip fed, as that's the mentality of the developers at the moment. But what about anything sporty? In fact, like, where's Brabus? Why aren't there any Brabus cars? I mean, that could be. I know it's cool if we get the kits for Brabus cars, but what about actual Brabus cars? But what about race cars? I mean, obviously we've got quite a few cool old Mercedes race cars, but I don't think they're as good to drive as regular race cars. I mean, you don't say. But what about some more retro race cars? What about that Sauber Mercedes? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I mean, this could be a great race car. Or what about the C11 with the rotary engine? I mean, that could be fantastic. Now, I just want to ask, where has this gone? The Project E80, I have no idea if it exists in real life, but it was so cool. It was great. It was a great road racer and an off-road racer. Now, the reason I bring this up is that if you do a few mods, you can turn it into a normal Mercedes E-Class diesel. So this is probably the most regular car you'll ever see. Now, I just wanted to ask, why aren't there any regular Mercedes? I mean, they are used as traffic cars, so presumably developers scan them and scan their engine sounds, but we're not allowed to use them. So why is that? Why aren't we allowed to use the little old C-Class The A-Class. Oh, and while I'm here, the smart car. I know it's a collaboration with Mercedes, but still, it'll be like the four-wheeled equivalent to the PLP50. It'll be hilarious. In classics, I'm not overly fussed about this, but still, I would love to see some more classic Mercedes, like this SL Pagoda. I mean, they're not going to be used a lot, but still, that could be cool. And finally, luxury Mercedes. Now, I'd say the most luxury Mercedes I could find was probably the E63 AMG, although this is sort of the mid-range saloon. It's sort of the M5 of the fleet, but it's not even the highest. There should be the S-Class. I mean, I'm amazed that we don't have the S65 AMG because it was in the original Forza Horizon. So why isn't it here? I don't know. I don't know why they left it. I'm sure it would have been a great car, big V12. But what about the 600 Grosser? I mean, the Forza Motorsport 7's got the 300s, which is its smaller, less powerful little brother. Or, I mean, it's unbelievable that we don't have those cars, considering Mercedes is a luxury brand. So, do you think Mercedes should return? If you like this video, please subscribe for more. In the future, until next time, goodbye.